Hi Capricorn, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-August love reading. Thank you to those of you who like, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. And for those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's what I call the Bridge and Gap spread. And the way it works is we'll look at the past energies, present energies, and future energies between you and a main love interest. After that, we'll pull some oracle cards with some additional insight. That's where the Bridge and the Gap dynamic comes into play. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot. On the right side we have the Cosmic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as the energy and the cards on the right as the other person. So if you feel like it's the way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have the Eight of Coins. So this could just be saying that you might have had a lot of focus toward your work in the past, but at the same time, I feel like this is saying that you at least had your attention drawn to this person as well. For some of you, might have even been within the same work environment as this person, or at the very least you might have met each other through work in some way. Alright, past energy on their side, we have the Two of Swords. So to me, this could be another indicator that you guys might have met through work. And if so, it looks like that might have been a bit of an area of hesitancy for this person, where they might have been on the fence about, so for example, a lot of companies, they don't necessarily want employees dating each other because that could bring some complications around, right? So there could have been some hesitation on their part. But either way, it looks like something was causing them to be a bit hesitant toward moving forward in the connection with you. Alright, present energy on your side, we have the Nine of Cups. So this is actually a Pisces energy here, and I feel like this is saying that you guys are actually really just building your lives in the way you wanted it to be. For some of you, that could be within your career goals, right? But I feel like this is just a broader thing in general, which is to say that you guys are really, you have a vision for what you want your life to look like, and you're really taking the steps to get there in reality as well. So usually, with the Pisces energy, it could seem a bit dreamy, right? But what I like about this card, if you think about there's like a rainbow in the Ten of Cups traditionally most decks, and here we see she's expanding that on her own, right? So it's like almost growing your own Ten of Cups through your own actions. So yeah, looks like this is just you being very goal oriented at this time, and possibly even communicating to this person around what your visions are. All right, present energy on their side, we got quite a few cards. We have the Ten of Wands, the Devil, the Two of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. So interestingly enough, all of these cards here tie to Capricorn energy, with the exception of the Ten of Wands. So at the very least, it could just be saying that this person's really thinking about you a lot. But again, like I said, I feel like there's some hesitancy on their part for whatever reason to actually move forward in the connection. So like I said, for some of you could be maybe because the two of you work together and they're a little bit hesitant around that. For others of you, maybe there's some physical distance between the two of you that has them a bit reluctant to move in that direction. But this definitely does say that they do feel that draw toward you, and they're just not quite sure how to move forward toward the connection. But I feel like they're definitely thinking about you a lot. All right, future energy on your side, we have Sacrifice. So this is actually the equivalent of the Hanged Man in traditional tarot. And for some of you, this could just be saying that, especially for those of you if you are working together, right? I feel like this is you possibly communicating to them to see, hey, is there some way we can make it work, right? So for some of you, like hey, if that's such an issue, I could look for another place to work, right? Or if there's physical distance between the two of you, there could be some discussion around you potentially moving toward them so you guys can be closer together. So definitely looks like you guys are at least open to putting in the effort to make the connection work. But I feel like this is saying, try not to go overboard with the amount of sacrifice you'd be willing to make for the connection. All right, future energy on their side, we have the Queen of Swords, Three of Swords, King of Cups, and Temperance. So what I'm seeing with these energies here, I feel like this is saying that, yeah, for a lot of you, you might have some conversation, like I said, whatever it is, whether it's you guys in the same workplace or there's just physical distance, it seems like there's going to be some discussion around that and why that could be holding this person back from giving more to the connection. And I feel like this is saying that eventually they'll get out of their heads around the whole situation. I feel like they're just overthinking it a lot. And then they'll actually be more open and express their feelings toward you, and you guys will actually strike that balance, So whatever the situation is, whether it's physical distance, being in the same workplace, I feel like this is saying that in the future they're going to work with you and they'll actually figure out a way to balance things out, so where neither side has to make a huge sacrifice in order to make it work. So yeah, like I said, for a lot of you, it looks like this person just might have been overthinking things and making it a little bit more complicated than it needed to be, but looks like you guys will work toward figuring it out. All right, bottom of the deck on your side, we have the Prince of Staves. So this is a Sagittarius energy here, and usually represents being very action-oriented, on the go a lot, right? So for some of you, it could be, again, pointing to maybe travel for work or something along those lines. But yeah, looks like there's that desire to take action on your part. And bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Three of Pentacles. So yeah, the Three of Pentacles energy usually represents actually putting effort to build something stable, something long-lasting, and a collaborative effort as well. But if we look at the artwork there, it looks like the person's almost losing their balance, right? So, like I said, with that Temperance card we see in the future, it could just be that that was part of the issue for them, right? Where maybe they were just having difficulty figuring out how to make these obstacles work between the two of you. But it does look like there's that desire there. Like I said, in the future, it looks like they will figure out a way that it could work out. All right, so moving on to your Oracle cards first. Let's see what we get from the Aqua Moonlight deck. And I did pre-shuffle this deck before we started recording, and what I'm going to be looking for here is unspoken messages from you to them and from them to you. Initially, I'll look for jumpers, but if I shuffle for a while without any coming up, I'll actually just put the deck down and we'll pull cards that way. So we'll see what we get. Oh, actually got one. Fell. I caught it with my leg, so hold on. Little stunt move. There we go. All right, and we'll see what we get from them to you. All right, and that doesn't want to go back in the deck, so let's see what we have on your side first. Okay, we have Rejection. It says, I'm uneasy about myself. I don't know if I can truly make you happy. So yeah, to be fair, like I said, it definitely looks like you guys were the ones putting in more effort here, whereas this person just seems to be doing a lot of overthinking. So naturally, I can see where you might feel like, is this person interested in me or what? But like I said, it seems like there was some kind of blockage that does seem to be bothering them, whether it's, like I said, the two of you work together or physical distance. But like I said, eventually it looks like they will shift out of that gear and stop overthinking and actually work together with you to make things work. But hopefully that resonated. And then on their side, we have Surrender. It says, I can't be apart from you much longer. So yeah, there you go. Like I said, those two cards seem to align with the spread as a whole, which is to say, like I said, something seemed to be causing them to hesitate around moving toward the connection, but eventually it looks like they get over that. So pretty promising overall. And lastly, we'll pull a card from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Same situation as far as I pre-shuffle this deck as well, but here we're just looking for one card with general advice, and then we'll wrap up. All right. All right, and that doesn't want to go back in the deck, so let's see what you got. Okay, well, yeah, we got go the distance. Focus. There we go. There's the artwork for it, and the number is 47. So let's see what that has to say. All right. The relationship message says you either are in or are calling in a harmonious relationship that can stand the test of time. For better or worse, as you ride the ups and downs and even strain, break yourself, and are remade and new growth, you are being redeemed by the power of regeneration. Harmony does not mean there will never be a wrong note played, but that the relationship is marked by endurance and dedication to overall unity. A new song can be written, an instrument can be tuned, and the symphony of love will play on. Listen with your heart. Isn't it magnificent? So yeah, like I said, it definitely looks like you seem to be pretty sure of yourself from the start, whereas this person seems to be a little hesitant. But like I said, it does look like they will overcome that, and then they'll actually work with you to figure out whatever obstacles are coming between you and actually improve the connection. So hope whatever resonated with you guys. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.